Hello, 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 it's the Fat Boy here with another My Team Career Mode episode. And this is episode 8 here in Spa-Francorchamps. Sorry I did not upload yesterday. I took a, a break from F1 cause this week is going to be very busy because obviously you got uploads. Then Sunday is the finale in Abu Dhabi between Hamilton and Verstappen. 369.5 points both of them have, so they're tied. So it's gonna go down to the wire at the Yas Marina circuit. So anyway, back to here. We went down the hairpin at turn one called La Sauce. As now we are gonna head up Eau Rouge. Josh Russell is gonna block us, but at least he's gonna give us a bit more top speed heading down the Camel Straight. We go down to the left of Tictum, but Tictum decides to block us off and destroy our qualifying run. So we are officially out of Spa-Francorchamps qualifying because of our teammate who decided to play selfish with us. Um, so definitely he's going to be replaced by the end of the season. So because of his weak performance, even though I increased the AI difficulty quite a lot in the past few races, but he still couldn't break through. And so we are going to be dead last for today's race. And here and for Spa, just like in real life, it's going to be raining heavily. So yeah, we won't be as fast as we would be in the dry, unfortunately. But again, as I always say, no points in Saturday. Let's just hope for a good race on Sunday, and I'll see you on the grid after the race build up here in Spa-Francorchamps for the Grand Prix here on race day.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 right corners and 10 left corners, giving us a grand total of 19. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in these conditions, we won't be seeing anything like that today. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Why don't we start by talking about Carlos Sainz? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Bottas, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda, Vettel, Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Latifi, George Russell and Carlos Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Tictum, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin and the Black Mamba. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
And here I am back, and as I promised, it's going to be a full wet session here. And since we are gonna save quite a lot of fuel in the wet, I've decided to go for 1 lap, underfueling the car by 1 lap. But as we're going for a 0 stop, I decided to underfuel the car a whole lot more, so we are underfueling the car by 1.8 laps now for this Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix. And I decided to increase the front wing arrow by 1 click because there's obviously less downforce and less grip in the wet weather due to a lot of standing water. So now here come the 5 lights for the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. We are underway. Verstappen gets a good start, manages to hold off Lewis Hamilton heading into La Sauce. And it's 3 wide between Norris, Perez and Valtteri Bottas. And we are still struggling to even make it past Nikita Mazepin heading down the exit of turn 1. We are still behind Mazepin. And Schumacher and our teammate Tictum is going to be fighting each other for 19th place up Eau Rouge, now into the Camel Straight. And now they are going 3 wide, heading down the Camel Straight, going to the Lecombe chicane. We are still behind. I'm the car in dead last, and I'm trying to find a way to get past the 3 cars. And Mick Schumacher manages to break through the gap, and he manages to take 19th place, heading into Au Revanche, I think it's called, or is it Bruxelles? I forgot. And Carlos Sainz, in front of Schumacher, seems to be struggling a little bit, as for some reason he's not even able to turn the car as well as it could be in the Ferrari. And I think, yeah, he has damage. His end plate is obviously removed again, heading down into P1. That's why he is lagging behind Latifi when he completely shouldn't be doing so. As now we head down the, I forgot this turn. So anyway, looking at the midfield pack heading down Stavolo, um, Hamilton should be leading quite good in the race, and he is over 1 second in front of Sergio Perez. No, he's 8 tenths in front of Sergio Perez heading into the bus stop chicane. And Hamilton has quite a lot of clean air in front of him, and we are still trying to fight for 21st place. And since Carlos Sainz with a damaged end plate, he is definitely going to be rushing into the pits. And Mazepin is definitely going to be slowing down as we are side by side heading into the bus stop chicane. I did cut the corner a little bit there on the apex, as there's Sainz heading into the pit lane, and this is not looking good for Ferrari because Charles Leclerc, Sainz teammate, is also in P9. So at the moment there will be 2 points for Ferrari in this race, and I'm sure the Ferrari pit crew must be trying to apply the front wing as quick as possible, because I'm sure their team boss Mattia Binotto must be really unhappy with Ferrari's performance this season. Because again, at the moment, they're only gonna get maximum 2 points with one driver in dead last and the other driver in 9th place, only fighting for 2 points. So back to where we are, we managed to get past Nikita Mazepin heading into the Lecombe chicane. We are still struggling to get near to our teammate. We are 1.5 seconds approximately away from Tictum. As now we head down the downhill right-hander. I think it's called Bruxelles, or I still don't know whether it's called Au Revanche, or is it one of the turns in Monaco. Never mind. Schumacher has still managed to pull off a fine gap between him and our teammate as we head down Pool 1. As we go off the track limits, we could have brake a little bit earlier or brake a little bit more. But the one thing that you do not want to do in wet weather racing is never to brake at 100, never to brake 100%, 100% brake pressure, just cause obviously it will lock the front tires due to aquaplaning, obviously less grip due to standing water, and you want to try to avoid most of the curbs that you would take aggressively in the dry weather. And now we are 2.3 seconds behind Tictum as Sergio Perez sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 56.3. And the front of the pack seems to be still bunched up heading into the bus stop chicane. We take a very horrible apex, which gives us a very horrible exit heading down the main straight. As now we head down into Pool 1. Things are still the same after one lap. So obviously I'm bad in wet weather racing. And obviously the racing line in the wet is different to the dry, so I'm just trying to find the better line for me. As now we head down Stavolo heading into the final back straight, and I just want to see, let's just see how the front of the pack is doing. So Valtteri Bottas, Verstappen, Perez and Hamilton seems to be still trying to fight for first place. After 5 laps, the Mercedes still manages to hold on to the lead. Now heading up Eau Rouge into Radion, and now the Camel Straight. Perez is still struggling to catch up to the Mercedes, and Bottas is 1 second behind Max Verstappen as we now head into the Lecombe chicane. And now heading into the Lecombe chicane, Bottas, he gets a lot of wheel spin. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was panicking a little bit. And definitely the full course safety car is gonna be out. So definitely we're gonna have to slow down as Bottas is still stuck there at the apex of Lecombe chicane. And yeah, there is a safety car. And we're still in 20th place, and Bottas is still stuck there. And he's still stopped. I don't know why he didn't even move in the first place. So we got one free position heading into Malmedy now. Um, Now all we have to do is to start saving fuel. Now the safety car is also in our favor because now we can start saving fuel. 6 laps to save 1.2 laps of fuel. Obviously that's not gonna be enough. As now heading into lap 7 into the Lecombe chicane, we managed to save half the amount of fuel we had before, and
The mechanical failure. We're going to have to ask you to find a safe spot to retire. Sorry about that. This is serious. We need you to retire as soon as possible.
we are out of the Belgian Grand Prix.
Are you all right? Engine
Um,
off. Engine off.
So obviously this is not a good day for me. First of all, our teammate spoiled the qualifying day in Spa, and now we are out because of a gearbox issue, if I'm not wrong. So I'll just see you after the podium celebrations again then. Wow, amazing.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So Sergio Perez and Verstappen managed to get ahead of my favorite driver, Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, I'm a fan of him for 10 years already, so that's not good. Him taking third place and Red Bull with a 1-2 finish. And obviously, we did last. Valtteri Bottas dropped down the order, and we're still stuck in P16 in the driver standings. And obviously, not only this affects us in the race, and it also affects us in the rivalry as Ocon now has the victory. He has reached 30 points, so we are gonna lose 1700 acclaim for our efforts that are already in vain. So um, this is not a good race for us. But at least we get the almost half a million dollars, and this is a moment that I would like to forget. But definitely this will go down in DPB history then.
Unlucky with the ERS glitch last weekend. We can reduce our chances of similar failures in the future by focusing on upgrades to our powertrain.
And here we are. Since the race is not going to be the main part of this episode, might as well be the driver market. So now I can choose to renew Tictum's contract or release him from the team. And since he's been very bad in performance, even though I've said this before, increased the AI difficulty, he still can't catch up. And I wanted to sign Nikita Mazepin into the team, but he's $2.25 million, so I thought it's gonna be a bit too expensive, and a $750,000 buyout as well. So I decided to go for this driver, Robert Schwartzman. He's a better driver than Mazepin in terms of overall rating, and he also has quite good focus and he's much cheaper as well. So welcome to the team, Bobby Schwartzman from Prema. I think he was in F2 2021, and he will be with the team until the last race in Abu Dhabi. So now, with contract renewal aside, we now have sponsorship problems to end this episode. And after a good partnership with Zaineto, I decided to go for a different sponsor, I think. And looking at the bonuses and the weekly income and the duration of the contract, I've decided to go for Savant, which is just to earn driver of the day. That should be easy for me because I'm a good driver, obviously. In my in up to because to me I'm a good driver. So as now the next race is the Italian Grand Prix,
Our new parts have completed
obviously the
without
home
issue.
of the
They'll be on the car,
Tifosi and
ready
Ferrari,
thanks for handling that.
and I decided to deal with the department event by helping Schwartzman increase his focus. And now
You're not currently in a rivalry.
we are gonna
Sooner
be
or
in
later, you'll
Monza,
probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you
and
select.
we are gonna
As
have to
while
choose
you'll
another
receive
rival
acclaim for
besides
beating
Ocon.
them,
So
you'll lose acclaim if you
we
fail to do so.
are hopefully we don't give hopefully the game doesn't give us a Ocon again. But hopefully like a driver like Giovinazzi, Raikkonen. Uh, and actually now Vettel is has already decided with his agent that he's gonna retire from Formula One. So next year you won't see the four-time world champion anymore. So definitely Aston Martin is gonna be frantically searching for a driver, probably one of the F2 drivers, like Callum Ilott or Jack Aitken. Most definitely if they want to save cash. Because Aitken and Ilott have quite good pace. I should have signed Aitken or Ilott when I had a chance. But obviously I see a better future in Schwartzman, and Aitken so far is going to stay in F2 till the end of the season before he goes to Aston Martin. Or maybe Ilott might take the seat. And if you haven't already, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like. If you want to, maybe if you want to subscribe as well, turn on notifications. Turn on notifications in order not to miss uploads tomorrow. I'm the Fat Boy. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.